Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking about something pretty electrifying,
Mm-hmm.
Tesla's Cybercell battery. Our source for this deep dive is Fonte Unseen Cosmos.
Yes.
And let me tell you,
Interesting read.
it reads like a sci-fi thriller. This thing is wild.
It really captures the imagination.
Yeah.
And even with the limited information we have,
Right.
it really hints at a future for electric vehicles that is pretty revolutionary.
So this is more than just like a new battery. This is like a whole paradigm shift
Absolutely.
for EVs.
For EVs, yeah.
Okay, so what are we actually talking about here?
Sure.
What makes the Cybercell so different from what we've seen before?
So Tesla's had some experience with the 4680 battery.
Right.
They, that was a big step forward for them.
Yeah.
But they've also faced some challenges scaling up production.
Okay.
And so instead of just kind of sticking with it and, trying to incrementally improve it, it seems like they've taken the lessons they've learned from that and they've created something entirely new.
So they didn't just tweak the 4680.
It seems.
They went back to the drawing board.
Yeah, that's what Fonte Unseen Cosmos is suggesting.
Wow. Okay.
They're talking about a radical new cathode material and like a complete redesign of the architecture. So think of it this way. It's not just like a bigger gas tank.
Okay.
It's a whole new type of engine.
Oh, okay. That's a good analogy. I like that.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for us everyday drivers?
Well,
What kind of real-world impact are we talking?
so for starters, imagine a world where you can drive from, say, New York to Chicago on a single charge.
Whoa, hold on.
Fonte Unseen Cosmos suggests that that might actually be possible.
600 miles.
Yeah.
That's more than double what most EVs can do today.
They're talking about ranges of over 600 miles with the Cybercell's energy density.
So are we talking road trip freedom here?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No more mapping out your route based on where the charging stations are.
Yeah.
You could just get in your car and go.
Wow. Okay, I'm officially hooked.
Yeah.
What else does this article reveal?
So another benefit is faster charging.
Okay.
The article mentions rumors of charging times comparable to filling up a gas tank.
Real.
So think 10 to 15 minutes.
Instead of like hours.
Instead of hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, imagine recharging your truck during a coffee break.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not even just about the range. It's just like the convenience factor.
Exactly.
But I don't want to be waiting around.
Nobody wants to wait around for hours.
The charging station.
No.
Oh.
And then there's a potential lifespan of the battery.
Yeah.
Fonte Unseen Cosmos claims that Tesla is aiming for 1 million miles on a single Cybercell.
1 million miles?
1 million miles.
That's like unheard of.
Almost unheard of. Yeah.
Like my car would be rusting away before the battery even needed replacing.
That's the idea.
Oh my gosh.
A longer lifespan means less waste and fewer battery replacements.
Right.
Which is a win for both your wallet and the environment.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're talking extended range, super fast charging, and a battery that could outlast the vehicle itself.
Potentially. Yeah.
I'm starting to see why they're calling this a paradigm shift.
It's pretty remarkable.
But let's get specific.
Right.
How does this translate to the Cybertruck itself?
Right. So the Cybertruck isn't your average pickup truck.
Right.
It's designed to be rugged, powerful, capable of handling demanding tasks.
Yeah.
And the Cybercell seems perfectly tailored to those needs.
I can already picture it like cruising down the highway, towing a massive load and barely breaking a sweat.
Silently.
Silently. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like something out of a futuristic action movie.
It is. And they drop some pretty impressive performance figures in their article.
Okay.
Tesla's hinting at supercar-like acceleration.
Wait, a pickup truck that can outrun a Porsche?
Potentially 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds?
Yeah, I've heard everything.
It's a bold statement, but it speaks to Tesla's ambition to completely redefine what an electric vehicle can be.
And it makes you wonder if the Cybertruck can do it.
Right.
What does that mean for the future of electric cars, SUVs, everything?
Yeah. The whole landscape could change.
That's a great question, and one I definitely want to explore.
Yeah.
But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's delve a little deeper into what Fonte Unseen Cosmos reveals about the Cybercell's inner workings.
Okay.
What makes this battery so revolutionary?
Well, one of the key breakthroughs seems to be this new cathode material.
Okay.
Fonte Unseen Cosmos describes it as using a lithium iron phosphate compound,
Okay.
which they claim is more stable and less prone to overheating
Right.
than traditional lithium-ion batteries.
Okay, so that explains the longevity.
Yeah,
Less overheating means longer lifespan?
right.
But what about the energy density?
Yeah.
How are they cramming so much power into this thing?
So it seems to be a combination of factors. Okay. The new cathode material plays a role, but the article also talks about a radical new design.
Okay.
They call it a tabless architecture,
Okay.
which essentially means that they've reduced the internal resistance within the battery.
So less resistance equals more efficiency,
Exactly.
which means more power.
Yeah, it's like removing roadblocks on a highway.
Okay.
The energy can flow more freely and efficiently,
Right.
resulting in a more powerful battery.
Okay.
And that increased efficiency also contributes to the faster charging times.
Got it. So I'm starting to see the bigger picture here.
Yeah,
It's not just one breakthrough.
right.
It's like a whole bunch of innovations all working together
The whole system.
to create this super battery.
Yeah, and that they suggest that this could have far-reaching implications beyond just the Cybertruck.
Okay.
Imagine this technology being adapted for other types of vehicles,
Okay.
even for things like home energy storage.
Oh, wow. Now you're talking. Imagine if your house was powered by a Cybercell-like battery, charged up by solar panels on the roof.
Exactly.
You'd be completely off the grid.
You could be completely off the grid.
That's amazing.
That's the kind of potential we're talking about. It's a shift from relying on fossil fuels
Right.
to a more sustainable, decentralized energy future.
Totally.
Wow.
And the Cybertruck, with its, high-profile launch
Oh, yeah.
and demanding performance requirements,
Hmm.
could be the catalyst that pushes this whole thing forward,
It'd be the tipping point.
like a domino effect.
Yeah.
Once the Cybertruck proves this tech is viable,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's going to want to catch up.
Absolutely.
But, the article also mentioned some potential challenges.
Sure.
Like, for example, the cost of these new materials
Right.
could be a hurdle.
It's a valid point. Lithium iron phosphate is generally cheaper than other lithium-ion chemistries,
Okay.
but sourcing those materials at the scale Tesla needs could still be a hurdle.
Right.
And the complexity of the new design could also pose manufacturing challenges.
So it's not all sunshine and roses.
Well, no, bringing any new technology to market,
Ah.
especially at the scale Tesla's aiming for, is never easy.
Yeah, that's true.
But Tesla has a history of pushing boundaries and defying expectations.
That's for sure.
So if anyone can pull this off, it's probably them.
Yeah, they've disrupted the automotive industry before.
Right.
Who's to say they can't do it again?
Exactly.
But let's get back to the Cybertruck for a moment.
Okay.
Talks about all the technical stuff.
Yeah.
But what about, the practical implications for truck owners?
Sure.
How is the Cybercell going to change the way people use their trucks?
So imagine this. You're a contractor,
Okay.
and you need to haul a load of materials to a job site that's miles away from any charging station.
Okay.
With a traditional EV truck, that could be a logistical nightmare.
Right.
But with the Cybertruck and its 600-plus mile range,
Yeah.
you wouldn't even think twice.
So no more range anxiety,
Exactly.
even for heavy-duty tasks.
Yeah, that's a huge selling point for
Yeah.
anyone who relies on their truck for work.
Absolutely. And then there's the performance aspect.
Right.
The article specifically mentions how the Cybercell is going to enable the Cybertruck to tow heavy loads without sacrificing range or acceleration.
Right. It's not just about speed. It's about power and capability.
Totally. But what about the average truck owner?
Mm-hmm.
The weekend warrior,
Yeah.
who uses their truck for camping trips and hauling the boat.
Well, think about it. You could tow your boat up a mountain, spend the weekend off the grid, and still have plenty of juice to get back home,
Wow.
all without ever needing to find a charging station.
Okay, that sounds pretty amazing.
Oh, it is.
But, Fonte Unseen Cosmos also touches on the Cybertruck's environmental impact.
Right.
It's electric, so it's obviously cleaner than a gas guzzler.
Of course.
But what about the battery production itself? Isn't that still pretty resource intensive?
That's a fair question, and one that deserves a deeper dive of its own.
Okay.
The environmental impact of battery production is a complex issue, but it's important to remember that the Cybercell's longer lifespan could actually reduce the overall environmental footprint over the vehicle's lifetime.
So fewer battery replacements mean less waste,
Right.
and less demand for new resources.
Exactly. And Tesla is also committed to sustainable sourcing and recycling practices for their batteries.
Okay.
They're working to close the loop and minimize the environmental impact throughout the entire battery life cycle.
Okay, so it's not a perfect solution,
No,
but it's a step in the right direction.
it's a step in the right direction.
And who knows, maybe in the future, we'll have even more sustainable battery technology.
We're constantly innovating.
Exactly. But for now, the Cybercell seems like a pretty big leap forward.
It's a game changer, and it's not just about the technology itself. It's about what it represents.
Okay.
A shift towards cleaner, more sustainable transportation,
Right.
and a future where electric vehicles are not just an alternative, but the norm.
That's a future I think we can all get behind. But let's not forget that the Cybercell is just one piece of the puzzle.
True.
What other innovations are on the horizon? What other challenges do we need to overcome to truly realize the potential of electric vehicles?
Well, Fonte Unseen Cosmos does touch on some other intriguing possibilities.
Okay.
For example, they speculate about the Cybercell's potential applications in other industries.
Beyond just vehicles.
Beyond just vehicles, yeah.
Okay.
Like, imagine a world where long-haul trucking fleets are powered by electric trucks equipped with Cybercell batteries.
Okay.
That would drastically reduce emissions in the transportation sector.
Yeah, I can see that happening. I mean, trucks are already being electrified.
Right.
So a super battery like the Cybercell would be a game changer for that industry.
You would revolutionize things.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond trucking. Think about renewable energy storage.
Oh, wow.
The Cybercell could be used to store excess energy generated from solar or wind power, providing a reliable source of clean energy even when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing.
That's huge. It's like the missing piece of the puzzle for making renewable energy truly viable.
Exactly. It would help smooth out the intermittent nature of renewables
Right.
and create a more resilient energy grid.
And as battery technology continues to improve, who knows what other applications we might see.
The possibilities are endless.
It's mind-boggling
Yeah.
to think about. We could be talking about everything from powering entire homes to running massive industrial operations,
Yeah.
all with clean, sustainable energy.
It's a pretty exciting vision of the future.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the key takeaway you want our listeners to ponder?
I think the most important thing to remember is that innovation doesn't happen in a vacuum.
Okay.
It takes a willingness to push boundaries, to challenge assumptions, and to constantly seek new solutions.
Yeah.
And the Cybercell is a perfect example of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reminder that we have the power to create a better future if we're bold enough to imagine it.
It's inspiring to think that a technology like this could truly change the world.
It really is.
And it all started with a simple question. What if?
Exactly. Those two words have the power to spark revolutions.
Yeah.
And I, for one, am incredibly excited to see what revolutions the Cybercell will ignite.
Well said. A massive thanks to you, our amazing listeners, for joining us on this electrifying journey into the world of the Cybercell.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found it as fascinating as we did.
Absolutely.
Remember, the future's being written right now, and technologies like the Cybercell are showing us that it's a future worth fighting for.
I couldn't agree more.
Absolutely. So stay curious, stay informed, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Calpurnia News for more deep dives into the tech shaping our world. We'll catch you next time.